So this is a slightly secret channel in the sense that I don't use my name or my location on it. And that's because I had trouble with people just showing up. And nobody's going to get near me ever again anymore, hopefully for the rest of my life, unless they've gone through a very intense filter. Or they live locally and they're my local friends. That's a different matter. But where'd my dog? Okay, that was not my dog causing that problem, I don't think. So I'm not trying to commit fraud by being more secretive, and the truth is anybody who wants to find me can probably find me. So I'm quite aware that I'm not as secret as I think I am. Well, I'm not aware of that because I don't really think I'm that secret. So I am aware that I'm not very secret. But also to respect my privacy on this channel, in this space, don't use my name or location, even if you know it. If you need to go stalk me and find out my name and location, go do it. You still won't get anywhere near me. I have gone through enough with hosting so many people that I have learned that I don't want most people near me. And in your own life, you can wonder about that, because you're born into a family or born into a culture that may not be the family or culture you wish to stay within. And so some of the things I'm saying to you might actually sound very attractive, that it's a designed culture that provides you with some elements of community that you don't get to have because you had to go away from your community. This is true for spiritual people quite a bit, where they grew up in a spiritual community and it felt good. They felt a sense of belonging and stuff, and everybody shares the same values to some degree. But maybe they decided at some point that that spiritual community was corrupt or hypocritical, or the fact that they believe in spiritual shit just doesn't make any sense at all. And so they become ex-whatever. You know, they become ex-Mormons or ex-Christians or ex-theists or ex-Islamicists, ex-Amish. I mean, the Amish have a really great system where if you grow up in it and you don't fit within it, you have Rumspringa and you have an opportunity to go check the world out. And then as a young adult, you decide if you want to sign the social contract of the community. That's a really brilliant idea. I love it. Just build it into the system, build it into the culture. And it makes a ton of sense to me. But I feel for those people. I feel for like ex-Amish people and ex-everybody else, because they lost the community that they had. Or you lost your family that you had because your family was actually bad for you. And I want to provide a structure that gives people a better community, one that they actually are agreeing to it voluntarily. They didn't just grow up in it. And it doesn't think it's all magically correct and God isn't telling you what to do and stuff. You know, you actually have a greater freedom to be an individual within that community, but you still share community values enough so that you can trust each other and operate together in very functional and prosperous ways. That sounds great to me. That's what I want. I want family. I want community. But I'm not idealistic about how that can occur. And don't be either. Because most anyone out there wants to take advantage of you. I hate to say that, but it seems like it's most everybody. And the rest of them are lost and confused, wanting something that doesn't exist. The government will say, oh, we're your community, join our part of the government, which is against the other parts of the government, and we're fighting for this thing. And it's like all the government wants to oppress you. They agree among them at their higher level that they want to own you. That's their only goal. And they will provide you with different parties, and you can hate the other party, and every election you can fight against them, and then your side wins, and now it's going to be good. Oh, it's going to be wonderful. And it's like, no, it's not going to be wonderful. It's going to suck. Still, you're still a slave to the government system that you never agreed to. There was never a valid social contract that you signed. Maybe you got a government number put on you. That's not agreement to the whole system. And that government will kill people in your name. They'll require whatever payment they want from you. It's worse than feudalism. In many ways, it's worse than slavery, since they can control everything about your whole society. And I'm proposing a system where you have a voluntary government you're agreeing to. It's a different way of thinking about it. There's a difference between voluntarily agreed to rules and ones that are just imposed upon you to suck all the life out of you and then imprison and murder other people while you claim to be a victim. We can do better. I'm doing my weird things I do for that goal. And I think I'm the only honest person I know of actually doing it. Some of the existing intentional communities might be doing it as well. It's entirely possible, but there's so few of them. If you look on the directories of intentional community sites, you'll find very few functional communities. You find a lot that are 3 or 4 people. Well, that's not very many people. And so they should get more people doing what they want to do, agreeing with them, growing a bigger system. Because you got a lot of, if you want to be independent in society, in a collapsing civilization, then you're going to need to gather a lot of other people together to survive and thrive. Build things that are outside the system that is designed to steal from you, that is based on total corruption and isn't even really actually legal. They're criminals. You live under organized crime. Almost certainly. I don't know where you live in the world, but you probably live in an organized crime controlled situation. Sorry.